Week 2, Unit 2.4, a basic C language program. On your screen, you can see a very basic program which uses only one function, which uses only one statement, which has only one statement, and that is a printf statement. How do you write a C language program? On line number 3, you can see there is written hash include stdio. What does this tells you? Hash. The hash sign over here tells you tells you that you will be using including a library. Include is a keyword that is whenever written, it means you are including a library. What is a library? A library in C language is like a dictionary that has some specific that has all the predefined keywords state functions written in it. What are predefined statements and functions? Okay, a keyword, as we have studied earlier in the last unit, that a keyword is a word that has some value assigned to it. What value has been assigned to it? Where would that value be defined? In a library, that value is defined. There is a specific library that contains the meaning of that keyword, that whenever this keyword will be used, I need to perform this action. There is a library that has a predefined function written in it, that whenever the function name will be used, whenever this particular function name is used. For example, over here in line number 8, you can see there is a function used printf. Whenever printf will be used, I need to perform this particular job. Where is that job written? That job is written in a library. These are called standard libraries. stdio.h. stdio means standard input output. .h is the extension that is used for header files. What is the function that is being used over here for which we needed this particular library? Printf is a function that is used to give output on the user screen on the black cmd. To get output on the black cmd, you have to use this function printf. The definition of printf is written in the standard input output directory library, which is mentioned over here. There are many libraries that are there in the C compiler. It is difficult for the compiler to search every library for a specific keyword. The purpose of including this library over here is to make the job of the compiler easy. Main, integer main, round brackets. What does integer main means? What does integer means? We will be explaining this to you in our classes ahead. Right now, the important part is what is main. Main is the most basic function of C language. Whenever you will see these open bracket, close bracket written anywhere, that means the word written before it is a function. Main is a function. Whenever I am writing a program, I need to start with main. Generally, it is written void main void, which means, what does void means? Void means nothing. Neither am I giving anything to anyone outside the main function, nor am I taking anything from anyone outside the main function. The first void says I am not accepting any value from outside any other function. The second main, which is written inside these brackets, tells I am not giving any value to any other function present. Empty bracket means it's void. These curly brackets on line number 7 and 12 are known as parentheses. The parentheses define the body of a function. Printf is a function, a predefined function which has some action defined in this library. This is the syntax of printf. whatever you need to give in the output screen has to come within the double quotes. Welcome to C. Now this welcome to C will come as it is on the output screen. Backslash n, we just studied previously. This means move the cursor to the new line. If I would have written backslash t before welcome, it would have shifted welcome to C 8 spaces ahead. What is this semicolon? The semicolon means terminator, end. For example, in English language, whenever you put a full stop, that means the sentence has ended over here. Similarly, whenever you'll put this terminator, that means the statement has ended over here. Now, as I have mentioned before, C is a line sequence free language. It is independent of the line sequence. So if I want, I can start the next statement from this line. I can start the next statement from the other line. C has got nothing to do with it. It does not matter. Return 0. Why am I writing this return 0? Because I have written integer over here. This is the purpose. Whenever I'll write integer over here with main, I'll have to write return 0. We will explain this to you in our future lectures when you'll be studying function. Parenthesis close and the program ends. Now, there is another program which is adding two integer values. This has already been explained. Let's move directly to line number 8, 9 and 10. Line number 8, 9 and 10 is now initializing a constant, a data type. Which data type is being initialized? int. What is int? Int means integer. Now, we have given name integer 1, integer 2 and sum. It is not required that you give the same name. You can even give A, B and C to these integer, D, E, N, F, J, H, I, anything you want. It does not have to be in a sequence. It can be A1, C20, B9. These can be the values as well. That these can be the names of the variables as well. Integer is a constant and integer 1 is the variable name given to that constant. Now, as soon as I'll give these names and as soon as the compiler will compile these things, what will the compiler do? The compiler will allocate a space in the memory, 3 spaces in the memory, one for integer 1, one for integer 2 and one for sum. Now, line number 12 has a printf statement. What will go on the output screen? Enter first number, line change. Now, what is a scanf? Scanf is another function that is used to take input from the user at runtime. There are two types of input that can be given: hard-coded input in the code and input at runtime. Whenever I'll require input at runtime, I'll be using scanf command for it. And whenever I'll be giving hard-coded input, I will be giving it in the code over here. Integer is equals to 3. That is my hard-coded input. And if I require an input from the user, that input will come under the scanf statement. With the scanf statement, what is the syntax of scanf statement? %d within the double quotes. What does %d indicates over here? %d over here indicates that some integer value has to be taken from the user. If me being the user, if I'll give 2.4 over here, the compiler will not accept it. If I'll give ABC over here, if I'll give a static over here, the compiler will never accept it because it says %d. %d is used for integer. %c will be used for character and %f will be used for float. Comma, ampersand. What does ampersand means? Ampersand is and is known as ampersand in C language. This means take it to the address of integer 1. Ampersand means take it to the address of whatever variable name is over there. Over here it's written integer 1. Take it to the address of integer 1. In line number 16 it means take it to the address of integer 2. Now, line number 18, sum is equals to integer 1 plus integer 2. sum was integer that was previously defined is equals to and plus our arithmetic operators which the C compiler understands. It will add these two values, and in the printf statement it will give the output of the sum. Printf sum is person d backslash n. Move to the next line. This means sum is would be go will go as it is to the output screen. When the compiler will read person d, it means there is an address given. I need to go to that address. I need to get some data from that address, and I need to put that data over here. It will immediately go after the comma, and it will see what address is over here. Sum is over here. Memory had a space, we occupied a space in the memory with the name sum when we initialized this thing on line number 10. It will go over there. Whatever the sum is stored over here. As a result of this statement, it will bring that sum, it will bring that value and print it over here. And that is the end of our this program.